Well, we feel very proud. Uh, we're proud of the support that we receive from our fans and the energy that they bring to us, especially when things doesn't bounce in our side. Today was another demonstration of the character of this group, and I want to honor that responsibility and that desire to overcome. It's not easy to score goals when the things doesn't look good, and then after the 3-1, the team believed on the process, they believed on the ways, and we kept the mentality intact. We went for them, and we got them. So very well deserved by the players. And once again, there is still a lot of things to get better, but today is a good demonstration of this character of the boys, and we're proud. It's a clear idea that the coach has brought to them, and they create some movements and spaces that are difficult to control. We had ours too, and it was a battle. Who can take advantages of those spaces and who can score goals? And they came out with that 1-0 too early. Then we have chances to equalize the game. In the second half, we modified a couple behaviors that we needed in the middle, especially. But then coming in a disadvantage of 3-1, it was deep. But in the break, we had 15 minutes. We said, "We have 15 minutes, and we're going to give all what we have, and we can do it. We're not going to tie it. We're going to win it." And I felt that energy from them. I felt that energy with the people who came from the bench also, that they were protagonists to the game, showing one more time that this group is a good team that made us feel that we can keep going. So a very difficult rival, very difficult team, a lot of drama always against Columbus. You're right, and we scored 4 goals and they scored 3, and we deserve it. It is true. Facu came up with a contusion on his leg. I thought he couldn't play today. Honestly, yesterday the inflammation was big, and we wait until today to bring him to the bench. He wanted all the time, but I saw it very, very hard, and I saw his face when he came. As you know, Facu, and he wants to play every single minute. We decided to bring him from the bench, and I think he carried us in that moment, um, which make it much better on many decisions that we need to do it in that final third. Kudos as well to Martin, Ramiro, that they have not been frequent in the lineup, but today they're carrying us as well, scoring goals, important goals. Felipe as well, that played instead Cartagena because the red card, and and we again we're still building that team who can compete in the playoffs for big things, and we know who we are, and boys are getting there. We will keep getting better.
Chris?
The joy that we have because the result is just make us think that we did a bunch of things that were very good, and then you mentioned a couple ones there that we were fearless to go at them. Uh, Boys felt with confidence to go in the 1v1s and overload the right and overload in the left, and sometimes we were man to man in the back. That creates a spirit of competitiveness that we are at home and we can beat you, and that's going to help us. And still, it's our job kind of to get back in the reflection and see how can we can reorganize a couple of things that needs to be better. But that thing that you mentioned, that courage and braveness that we had during the game, thinking that we were losing, but we're going to beat you. That's encouraging for all. Dagur's job and what he's doing during the game, and he's just giving us the opportunity to find us line of passes that he's clever at, and we can progress the game. He Y la verdad es que no nos podemos ir muy contentos de que nos marcaron 3 goles, pero jugamos contra un equipo muy vertical, un equipo que marca muchos goles, pero nosotros marcamos 4. Eso nos alegra mucho el alma. So in a game like today, where you can go home thinking that we concede 3 goals and we need to be better, it just makes you think that yes, but we scored 4, and and that's the soul of the team. So surely we will keep improving, man. But we're happy. Estamos muy contentos.
We'll wrap up, we'll go to Gustavo, and then I'll ask you to pass it back to Luis, and we'll wrap up there.
Profe, felicidades. Gustavo Chacon, Lemon City Live. I wanted to ask you about the different lineup you had at the beginning of the game and how you guys still managed to play, your game.
Right. We have today the absence of Wilder Cartagena. He has come frequently in the lineup, but today he was paying his red card. So Felipe took his place. And Facu was explaining earlier that Facu came with a contusion in his leg that was big. I thought he couldn't even play today. He pushed us to bring him from the bench, and today before the game we saw him with energy. So we play Martin, who is helping us as well, scoring goals, getting tone in the team. And Duncan has carrying his shoulder situation. He's feeling much better, but we decided not to jeopardize his health today. And Ramiro came out, bringing us a different game. It's not that one who the big boy who played up front as a number 999. He's somebody who come and drops, but bring us a different possibilities. So we're good. We're good. We're waiting for the boys to be back from their injuries, and we are very optimistic about the possibility that we have in that front with different players that are providing us goals. So that surely will make us a better team and a team who can solve problems if we score goals. So we're good.
Yeah, it's difficult to speak because of the emotions, and probably there are many things to improve and to work on. I think Columbus is a great team. Today they dominate us in the beginning of the first half, and then after we saw that they don't care when we were pressing. They try to play and they try to do their things. For us, it was difficult to press them. But then after we show personality, we show desire and a winning mentality that we are having in the last 10 or 15 matches in the last months. I think we improve a lot, and now we are having a winning mentality, knowing that probably in the last minutes we can win the games, and this is happening. Yeah, tactically, the way that we press it was a little bit different. But we didn't change much. We just start to believe in ourselves, because in the first 15 minutes they dominate the game, and then after we start to, when we concede the goal, we start to believe in ourselves and we start to play our game and create chances, and we had the opportunity to score in the first half too. I think in the second half the most important that everybody could see is the winning mentality and the desire to win, and this team is having. As I said in the beginning, we know that probably when we make the analysis of the game, we have a lot of things to improve. But now we have to enjoy. We know that tomorrow is a day to rest and to recovery, and then we start to focus in New York. As I said, we have a lot of things to improve because we conceded 3 goals, and that's not a good thing. But in a good way, we scored 4, and that's good for us and for our forwards.
Una felicidad absoluta, muy contento por mí, por convertir y más que nada por los 3 puntos. Se me vienen muchas cosas a la cabeza, mi familia, mis amigos, así que nada, muy feliz.
Yeah, just absolutely pure happiness, right? Happy to score the goals, and I think first and foremost happy for the 3 points. There's a lot of things going through my head right now, my family, my friends, just very happy right now.
No, la verdad que uno como jugador de fútbol obviamente siempre quiere jugar y más que nada de arranque, pero uno trata de ayudar donde está, siempre trata de tirar para adelante al grupo sea donde te toque estar, si en el banco, si afuera o jugando de titular. Uno siempre trata de tirar para adelante y que lo más importante para el grupo es ganar.
Yeah, I think as a player, that's what you always want is to play, right? But no matter the amount of hard work that you put in, the first objective always has to be to push the group further, to do whatever you can to help the group achieve the most they can and continue onward. Whether you're selected as a starter off the bench or even sometimes out of the group, you have to do whatever is in the best interest of the team to continue pushing them further and towards more success. The first and only goal of the group is to win. So I think as a player, being able to do that is fantastic.
Lo supe en la semana. Siempre uno trata de dar el máximo en cada entrenamiento, en cada partido. Me enteré por el transcurso de la semana que iba a jugar y nada, la verdad que muy contento. Traté de aprovechar la oportunidad y gracias a Dios ganamos.
Yeah, I think throughout the week you always have to go into each and every training session to give the maximum and to prepare like you're going to be the starter. And then throughout the week, if you keep doing that and you're selected, you just have to take your opportunity as you approach it. And just very happy.
La verdad que eternamente agradecido a la hinchada de Banfield y a la hinchada de Orlando. Muy contento porque todo es para ellos, para nuestros fans. Así que nada, eternamente agradecido.
I think just very grateful to the fans of Banfield and to the fans of Orlando, and to be able to give this to them and to give them joy. Just very grateful.
Lo único que puedes tener un partido malo, puedes tener un partido que no te entra, pero nunca te puede faltar actitud. Eso es lo que me enseñó mi viejo, así que trato de hacer eso siempre. Y nada, muy agradecido con el cuerpo técnico, con mis compañeros y siempre tirando para adelante.
Yeah, I think, as I said, you always want to try and leave everything out there on the field each and every game. You might have a bad game, you might have a good game, you might have just a game where things aren't going right, but you can't ever lack that attitude. You can't ever be missing that attitude to give everything and to leave it all on the field. So just very grateful for the technical staff and the confidence they have in me. Very grateful for my teammates and everything that's gone so far this season.
Recibí muchos mensajes, pero siempre yo espero el de mi viejo, porque sé que él es el que me dice siempre la verdad, así que si tengo que elegir uno me quedo con el de mi viejo.
Yeah, I receive a lot of messages, but the one that I always look forward to and the one that I always look for is the message from my dad, because I know that he's always going to tell me the truth, no matter what goes on, whether it's brutal or whether it's great. I know that whatever he's telling me is the truth.
¿Cuál era la verdad?
Nada, que estaba muy contento, que tengo que seguir así, que tengo obviamente muchas cosas para mejorar. En el primer tiempo tuve una que como delantero la tenés que hacer, pero uno siempre trata de seguir y gracias a Dios después se me dio.
Yeah, I think that, like you said, the truth is that he's happy, that there's a lot of things that went well, but there's also a lot of things that I have to improve on, right? There's a chance in the first half that I had, and as a striker, as a forward, you have to be able to take that and make the most of it. But you always try and keep moving forward, continue improving, and just continue working. And thanks to God, I was able to succeed tonight.